Welcome to the West Ham Stadium. I've just done the long walk upstairs. Absolutely knackered now. Thought I'd have a quiet sit down before heading down to the press room. Just get my bearings. I'll see if I can show you here what I'm looking at. One sec. This is my view at the moment. Very empty London Stadium. Apart from the stewards all over there, that's where the Arsenal fans are going to be sitting on the right-hand side of that section anyway. They're going to be sitting there and they're going to be sitting above them all the way up there. Can't stand this ground, honestly. It's the worst ground in the Premier League by an absolute mile. Just so far away from the pitch. It just feels rubbish. But what are you going to do? It's here once a season. And yeah, last season was fun. As much as I don't like this place, last season was obviously a lot of fun. Nice 6-0 win for the Arsenal. I think we'd take that this time around, wouldn't we? It would be very nice. I see a lot of people asking if Adam there's asking if Gabriel travelled. I don't know, to be honest. I've literally just arrived. I haven't even been into the press room yet to speak to anyone. Just come straight up to see where I was going to be sitting. I thought I'd quickly do a quick little live here before I head back downstairs, and I'll start asking the questions. So to find out if Rice has travelled, I will put it out on my social media. We shall see. Basically, how's everyone feeling about today? Confident? 876 says wasn't built for football, Charles. It wasn't. I was here actually in 2012 for the Olympics and the Paralympics. It was brilliant, unbelievable couple of nights. But yeah, it is absolutely not a football stadium. Definitely. Rice banger today, says Akshat Mal. That was so funny last season when he scored that. I was sitting just over there, just further down there. I'm right next to the away fans. I'm right next to the West Ham fans. Again, this is exactly where I was last time. And but I was on the other side. But I was the last seat in the press box, like right next to the away fans, and that's me again. See, this is actually where I'm sitting today, in this seat, and then right next to the fans. It's annoying because any time I've got to try and hold back any sort of celebrations, because if I celebrate a goal, they're all going to spot me, and they're an angry bunch, and they won't let me get away with it. So I'm going to have to keep my sitting on my hands if we score today. But when Rice scored last season, it was just so funny, seeing everyone get up and walk out as soon as that hit the net. It was just the icing on the cake of what was a very funny day. Callie says he hopes Jesus will start. Adam says any win will do. Tim's predicting 3-0 to the Arsenal. So is Michael. AFC Jack's confident. He says it will be the Saka Odegaard show again. Absolutely. Marcel thinks we'll see some changes today. Adam's not too fussed about the score. I agree, honestly. Any single win, I don't care how we win. The last two have been a lot of fun. I will take a horrible, ugly, scrappy 1-0 win today. Just get it done before tomorrow's game. Make sure we get 3 points in the bag today, so we can sort of sit back and watch what happens at Anfield tomorrow. Wesley's positive but not overly confident. I'm not sure what that means. How can you be positive and not only overly confident at the same time? Kai says 3-0 to the Arsenal. Dunn is saying he hopes for a 6-0 like last season, and Maddie says 3-1 to the Arsenal. Charles, first goal scorer prediction, says Plank. I don't normally do predictions. I definitely don't do score predictions because I'm too superstitious for that. And no, I'm not going to do a first goal scorer. I'm still too superstitious for that as well. If I predict it, it'll be Arsenal, it'll be West Ham. So no, I'm continuing my no prediction rule for that one. DA says clean sheet today, boys. 2-0, get the second goal, sub off players and lock it down, ready for United, says Dotty Dot. Grow with DDB says I got a good rest to be able to watch the game. I hope it's a good game for us. 3 points, please. Tim says 1-0 to the Arsenal. Marcel again asks if Gabriel's been spotted with the squad, and I said I haven't seen yet anything. I don't know where they stayed last night. I don't know the hotel, and I haven't seen any videos doing the rounds of the squad going for their pre-match walk like we normally do on social media. So, and like I said, I haven't been down into the press room yet to find out and to ask any questions to see who's travelled, so I just don't know. I've walked straight up here. Prestige website tutorial says 4-0 to the Arsenal. Rohan says any kind of win will do. 876 says no Lopetegui on the touchline, so that's another plus. Cameron 4-1 Arsenal. Love the content, Charles. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Johnson says 3-1 to the Arsenal. At Murray says weird feeling that the ref is going to spoil the game. So I don't even know who the ref is today. I haven't even looked, actually. Not sure who the ref is. Probably Michael Oliver, because he tends to referee all Arsenal games with what's his name on VAR duty, I've forgotten his name, the Australian ref. Always seems to be on VAR for Arsenal games. Tana says we need a good win today to keep the momentum. Jay Rashim says good afternoon from Stamford, Connecticut. USA Arsenal 3, West Ham 0. Legendary saying hello from Colchester. Is it Anthony Taylor, says Dotty Dot. There you go, Anthony Taylor's the ref today. Actually, I can see him right now. Now you've said that, I'm just looking down and the officials, look, let's have a little look, shall we? The officials are over there. There is Anthony Taylor and his crew. Hopefully they're not going to spoil the game today. Nicholas says Charles with a fresh trim. Yeah, as fresh as you can get with this Barnet, I'm afraid, mate. And everyone's saying Anthony Taylor with a ref. Maybe he'll twist his ankle now as he's walking off the pitch. Saying that with PGMOL, whoever would replace him would probably be worse. Plank says, kind of crazy how badly Gabriel is underrated by seemingly everyone that isn't an Arsenal fan. For me, he's top 5 centre-backs in Europe as well as Saliba. Absolutely. 100% agree with you. You know, very few centre-backs in the world that I would prefer over Gabriel. Very few. The Gooner Factory says, big win inbound, Charles. Like you're thinking. Lloyd says we need to build on the midweek game against United, a solid 4-0 win. Like, they don't come around every day, 4-0 wins, unfortunately. I wish they did, but they don't. Can't imagine we're going to have anywhere near as comfortable as we did last season here. Although that would be very nice, wouldn't it? Was it 4-0 at half-time? It was 4-0 at half-time, wasn't it? And then Rice and Saka scored in the second half. Oh, what a fun day that was. What a fun day it was. Gregor's live wattage. Indeed. What do you think? Edgar says, what do you think about yesterday's Southampton offside VAR decision? Have you seen it? Yes, I have. I think it's a joke. I thought it was laughable. I was talking about it on WhatsApp to my mates yesterday when it went in. I don't understand it. I know I can see, yeah, he was offside in an offside position, but he's not affecting the goalkeeper at all. Not impacting the play. Never. I'm not surprised Southampton were fuming about it. I think Brighton got very, very lucky there. Very lucky. Tibet Chuka Robert says, hi, Mr. Charles. I'm from Uganda. Hello. We're going to win 4-0 today, he says. Grow with DDB says, since the World Cup, Gabriel being our best defender. Alex says, what will you be doing for the next 2 hours there? Well, I'm going to go downstairs soon. I'm going to watch the scores come in. I'm going to get myself sorted in terms of the Wi-Fi, get my computer fired up, speak to the news desk at Goal, because I'm doing the player ratings for Goal today, find out exactly what they want, and probably get something to eat. And then I'll come back up here probably about half an hour before the game gets underway. Speak to some of the other journalists down there, speak to some of the staff from Arsenal, some of the communication staff, try and find out if Gabriel's playing, that sort of stuff. That's why I like to get here early, because you want to beat the crowds to get into the ground anyway. And then I like to come up to the press box like I'm doing now. Look, here's the press box at West Ham, if you can see. Sorry, flick that. So we all sit here, it goes all the way down there. It's a big press box. There it goes up the back there as well. And I just like to find out where I'm sitting first of all, get myself settled, and then yeah, head back down and do what I was saying, basically. Mill around, speak to my mates, other journos, watch the scores come in, then come back up here, get ready for the warm-ups. 876 Gunner says live show after the game. I don't know, I don't like doing live shows after the game just because when everyone's here, it's fine now, but when everyone's here and everyone's using the Wi-Fi is always crap when everyone's on it. And whenever I've tried to do live stuff from the press box afterwards, the connection's just rubbish and it starts freezing. I see all you guys complaining in the comments about it, saying it's not a very good connection, and it just doesn't really work, which is because it would be ideal to do live stuff from here after the game, I agree, but that's why I prefer just doing the recorded stuff afterwards rather than live, because I can sort of guarantee it records fine, then I can go down into the press room and get it uploaded up there with the Wi-Fi, which is a lot stronger than it is here in the press box. Simon says 3-0 Arsenal, just keep winning. Liverpool slip up, Charles. Promised. I didn't promise. I hope they do, but I certainly didn't promise. Carl disagrees with me on the Brighton goal yesterday. Says he's right in front of the keeper, not allowing him sideways movement. If a goal was given against our keeper, I think most fans would be livid. I don't know. I don't think, because the ball goes behind him, doesn't it? The keeper's not moving for him, and the guy goes behind him, and the guy slots it home. So I don't know. Not for me. Not offside for me, that. Dotty Dot says, if we don't win and Liverpool win tomorrow, is it over? Well, it's not over because there's a long way to go, but it'll be very hard, obviously. But let's not think about that. Abdul says, hi Charles, love from India. Thank you very much. Legendary says, clean cut Mr. Charles. Very clean, considering I've got very little hair. So yeah, as I said, as clean as it can be with this this hair. Just having a look around, see if any of the Arsenal players or staff arrived. What is the time? No, it's 2:30. No, 3:30. They won't be arriving here yet. They'll be here in about an hour's time. The coach will arrive. Can I see? I can see Moose from TalkSport. He's down there. One of the only other people in the press box at the moment. Obviously, big West Ham fan. He'll be open for a West Ham win today. Shari says, hey Charles. Hi Shari, hope you're well. Ham says, Liverpool haven't played any of the hard away games like we have this season. Agreed. They have played at Arsenal though, of course. David asks, when any idea on Tomiyasu's returning? No, not at the moment. There isn't a date for his return. At the moment, he's not even at Colney anymore. They've sent, he's gone off. He's doing his rehab elsewhere just to sort of mentally give him a break from London Colney and the same routine of coming in rehab. I think they're really trying to sort of look after his mental health at the moment, Tomiyasu, because it's been really frustrating and difficult for him. So yeah, and there's no time frame on his return just yet. Shari's in Winchester on the hunt for a place to watch the game. So if there's anyone in Winchester who knows where to watch the game today, give Shari a message on here, give her a shout on here and tell her where to watch it. Abdul, I don't know yet if Gabriel's going to make it, unfortunately. I haven't, like I was saying earlier on, I haven't even been downstairs to speak to anyone yet. I came straight up here to find out where I was sitting, and I thought I'd record while I was up here, so I haven't asked any questions yet. Christo says, wouldn't be surprised if Sterling started today. I mean, I would be surprised, I have to say. I still think he's going to play the same team that played at Sporting. That was my predicted 11 earlier today in my video, and I still think he's going to play that same team. It's tough. I mean, I turned up for the Emirates last week not expecting that lineup that we saw, and he completely threw all of us with that starting lineup. So maybe he'll do the same again today, but still just feel like he's going to go with that strong team again, with Havertz back up front, Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Rice, Parsi, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel if he's fit, and Calafiori, and Raya in goal obviously. And if Gabriel's not fit, I just expect Kivior to come in at centre-back. Kudus is suspended, says Shari. Yes, he is, thankfully. Very good player. Obviously scored a brilliant goal here in the League Cup game when they beat Arsenal last season when I was here. Kavar Records says, if Gabriel isn't available, would you go with Kivior in his place or Cala and bring back Zinni? I'd go Kivior. I'd want as least disruption as possible. I'd want to keep Calafiori and Timber as the fullbacks, so I'd just go Kivior for this one. Doc says, I think it'll be the same side. Why fix that? What's not broken? Abdul says, I hope Rice starts today and scores another screamer. Dotty Dot says, did you watch yesterday's training video? I didn't know. He says, Tierney subbed on for Saka at right wing. We will be there. Tierney at right wing. Maybe that's a new position for him. I cannot imagine. No, I didn't see that video, I have to say. Gregor says, do you agree with me that both Martinelli and Trossard perform better off the bench? Trossard, yes. I think that's pretty, you can't really doubt that. Not Martinelli. No, I'd say Martinelli starts. Plays better when he starts than off the bench. I'm trying to remember too many games when Martinelli's come on and made a big difference as a substitute. I can't think of that many. I can think of loads with Trossard. Not quite so many with Martinelli. Innocent Water says, thanks for the fabulous job, Charles. Thank you very much. Really hope we win today. Keep up with Liverpool, fingers crossed. 4-0, says Nathan. Fingers crossed it's 4-0 at half time, says Nathan. That'd be nice. Doc says, what do you think of trying to expand the Emirates? I think it's a long way off, Doc. A long way off. If it does happen, they are considering it. They are looking at their options, but that's as far as it is at the moment. It's not got any further than that. They're just wondering if it's possible and looking at what they might be able to, what they might like to do, then looking at whether it's possible, and that's even before anything even remotely official starts, in terms of talking to the council and stuff like that. So it's way off. I can understand why they want to do it, because they want to make more money, and they're looking around. The Emirates is 20 years old now, or nearly 20 years old, and since then you've got Tottenham built their stadium. You sort of see what Man United are doing. Newcastle are going to build a new stadium probably. Man City continue to expand. Liverpool continue to expand. West Ham's bigger than Emirates now here. They want more money, obviously, and more fans to get into games. So I can understand why they're going to do it, but I think it's a long way off, and it's going to be an incredibly difficult process, because the rules were very written in stone when the Emirates was built that they were not going to expand. And so for the council to agree to sort of scrap that plan is going to take a lot of convincing. Shiv says, do you think Tierney will have a part to play this season? Not really, no. I still think the most likely thing with Tierney is it will go on loan in January, if he can stay fit between now and then. That's my prediction for Tierney. Rohan says, any thoughts on Matheus Cunha to Arsenal? I love Cunha. I think he's a fantastic player. Absolutely brilliant. He's just really impressed me the last couple of seasons. Every time I see him play, would I want him at Arsenal? I wouldn't say no. I don't know for sure if he's a top 4 player yet, but he looks like he's got the ability to be that good. I loved his goals last week against Wolves, especially the first one. The touch and the finish, just so good, and making a big difference for that Wolves side. I put him into my FPL team this week, actually, Cunha, for the first time this season, which means he's going to stop scoring. Nate says, another statement winning coming. This is our time. David says, do you think Sterling should get a chance at left wing today? Maybe from the subs bench, not from the start. No, I'd be going with Martinelli. I think Martinelli's playing well. You know, I thought his goals, he's scoring for a few more goals now. I think he's got 4 in his last 9 or something like that. It's all about 4 in his last 7 or 8 starts. You know, the goals are beginning to come with Gabriel Martinelli. I love the fact that he attacked the back post for his first goal in midweek from Timber's cross, and that's what you want to see more from Martinelli, attacking that back post, not just standing out the wing. When the ball comes in from the right, I want to see him right at that back post, kind of like what Brennan Johnson's doing for Spurs. You know, he's got that down this season, Brennan Johnson. He's worked out that when the ball's coming in, he needs to get himself to the back post, and that's why he's scoring goals. And I just think Martinelli needs to do that as well, and needs to do it more. So I was really pleased with the goal he scored in midweek in the Champions League. Justice says, didn't see Partey in the training pitches yesterday. Didn't notice, to be honest. We'll see soon enough anyway when the team comes out. Johnson says, is it a good thing that Lopetegui and Kudus suspended? I think it's definitely a good thing that Kudus is suspended. I'd much rather play West Ham without Kudus than with him. Lopetegui, I don't really think it makes much of a difference, to be honest. Not overly. He says, if City and Arsenal win, who is the favourite for the title? Still Liverpool, in my view. They still have the big lead. Justin says, does the London Stadium have a comfortable matchday experience? How does it compare to the Emirates? I mean, I don't know, because I'm not coming as a fan, obviously, here. And I haven't actually been here as a fan. I haven't been in the away end here. Every time I've been, it's been in the press box. It's nowhere near as nice as the Emirates. No, you've got a massive hike up. Your press room's all the way downstairs, and you've got a hike all the way up here. Then you're miles away. I mean, just look how far away from the pitch. That's zoomed out. Look, and that's kind of the view. It's just so far away. The game feels really slow. It's just, I hate it, honestly. I really don't like it. It's not a nice place to watch football. And it's just in the middle of the Stratford, in a big shopping centre. You know, walk through the big shopping centre to Westfield. It's just, not for me. Not for me. Give me the old Upton Park any day of the week over this. Gent next door says, Johnson is a very intelligent player, limited talent, but so good at knowing where to be. Well, he certainly improved that this season, no doubt about that, scoring plenty of goals for that lot. Right, you guys, we're coming up to the 20-minute mark now, so I'm going to head off. I'm going to get downstairs and see what I can find out, see if anyone's down there to talk to. Well, that was West Ham, but it's not. It's David Noble arriving. Call West Ham on the screen ahead of me at the moment. I think he's part of the backroom staff now, isn't he, David Noble? Maybe. Seeing if is this the West Ham players beginning to arrive? Feels a bit early. No, it was just David Noble. He's not important anymore, is he? Mark Noble. Yeah, what am I saying David Noble for? God, that's how long he's been stopped being playing. Who's David Noble? I think there might have been an old Arsenal player called David Noble quite a long time ago. But yeah, Mark Noble. Sorry, as everyone points out, it wouldn't be a video of mine without me getting something wrong with it and jumbling my words up. So there's a little treat for you just as I get ready to say goodbye, everyone. So it is goodbye for me today. I will try and do a video after the game, everyone. I'll try and do my player ratings, my immediate match reaction on what's hopefully going to be a very nice win here for the Arsenal. So thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. I'll give you one last view of the London Stadium. This is kind of what it looked like after about half an hour at the 6-0 last season. So many West Ham fans had gone. This was kind of what it looked like then, apart from there's a load of Arsenal players taking the mick out on the pitch there. Fingers crossed we get a very similar game today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day. Enjoy the game. I'll speak to you afterwards. Bye-bye. I say bye-bye. I don't even know how to turn this off now.